Most people see a pile of rotted wood and a neglected plastic shell and see a biohazard. They see a trip to the local landfill. But for Chay and Kobe, this was the beginning of the most insane project they've ever attempted. We're not just talking about a backyard upgrade. We're talking about a high-stakes engineering marvel built on a treacherous 30-foot vertical drop. In this video, Chay is going to transform a forgotten, used hot tub into a 5-star luxury spa that looks like it belongs in a billionaire's mountain retreat. This project pushed them to the limit, dealing with over a ton of hand-chiseled stone, a 13-foot vaulted ceiling, and enough electrical wiring to power a small village. It's like watching a game of Minecraft play out in real life, but with real sweat, real risks, and real consequences. Grab a seat and get ready, because you've never seen a transformation quite like this. It all started with a risky scroll through Facebook Marketplace. A brand new high-end spa with these features can easily cross the $20,000 mark. So, when Chay found this one for only $6,000, it seemed like a dream. Even better, it came with the original owner's manual. But as they say, there's no such thing as a free lunch. The catch was simple but brutal. You move it, you keep it. Chay, Kobe, and their dad spent over 30 minutes just staring at the tub, trying to figure out the physics of moving it without cracking the shell. It was a battle of pure physical grit. They eventually managed to hoist it onto the trailer, but the real challenge was just beginning. They had to figure out how to fit this luxury item into a backyard that was essentially a swampy graveyard of dead trees. On this 7-acre property, there was a massive pool that the brothers built in a previous project. The plan was to connect the new spa to that pool deck, creating a seamless transition. The problem? The ground between them was a vertical nightmare. It wasn't just uneven, it was a dumping ground for dead trees that had been rotting there for over a year. Step 1 was the cleanup. They had to clear out tons of organic debris just to see the dirt they were working with. As the mud was revealed, so was the difficulty of the task. For the spa to be level with the pool, it would have to hang off the side of a cliff. Most builders would have walked away, but Chay and Kobe were already committed. In construction, your building is only as good as what it's sitting on. Because this spa would eventually hold a massive roof, an enclosed lounge, and 450 gallons of water, a standard deck wasn't going to cut it. They needed a grid of 27 individual concrete footers. Now, Chay admits he conveniently had to go inside to edit a video during this part, leaving Kobe and Dad to handle the manual labor. They dug 27 holes into the side of the hill and inserted these massive, strange-looking cardboard molds. Then came the concrete. They used an old mixer that could handle 20 bags at a time, which saved their lives. Watching the pour is satisfying for us, but for Kobe and Dad, it was a back-breaking test of endurance. Once the concrete cured, the Minecraft phase truly began. This deck had to be a monster. To support the weight of the water and 6 adults, roughly 2,500 kilograms, they used heavy-duty 2x12 beams. This is what professionals call over-engineering. But when you're hanging a hot tub over a ravine, there's no such thing as too much support. Then came the moment everyone was dreading, the scary slide. They had to use a skid steer to lower the $6,000 investment down a slippery, muddy slope. One slip, one mechanical failure, and the tub would be shattered at the bottom of the hill. With Kobe and Dad spotting every inch, Chay navigated the machine through the concrete posts with less than an inch of clearance. After a tense hour, the tub finally landed on its permanent throne. By this point, the team was tired of trekking through the mud every time they needed to get to the site. So, Kobe stepped up. In a move straight out of a video game, he started building a massive staircase and walkway to bridge the gap between the pool and the spa. He built a custom platform, cut the stringers for the stairs, and began covering them with treated lumber as he climbed higher. By the time he reached the top, they had a sleek, elevated bridge that connected the two structures perfectly. It transformed the site from a construction zone into an actual destination. Chay and Kobe wanted more than just an outdoor tub. They wanted an enclosure. They designed a ridge beam roof, which created a soaring 13-foot vaulted ceiling. But here's the kicker. Because of the hill's incline, the peak of that roof was now 30 feet above the ground. Working at this height was pure adrenaline. Chay, who isn't a fan of heights, had to harness himself to a mechanical lift just to screw in the metal roofing panels. Every panel required 18 individual screws, and every gust of wind made the whole structure sway. They installed over 50 rafters and secured them with hurricane ties to ensure the Canadian storms wouldn't lift the roof off. From the inside, the geometric patterns of the rafters looked like a piece of modern art. To turn the structure into a true lounge, they installed 12 custom windows bought from a local supplier for $190 each. They wrapped the exterior in siding to seal the room against bugs and forest dust. But how do you keep an enclosed room cool in the summer? Enter the smart tech. They integrated Dreo turbo cool fans that use fine mist evaporation. These fans can drop the ambient temperature by 10 degrees without getting the furniture wet. A perfect solution for a high-end spa. For the back of the lounge, Chay and Dad hand-cut custom glass and built frames out of treated 2x4s, giving the room a mountain villa aesthetic that blends perfectly with the trees. For the first time in his videos, Chay decided to tackle the electrical work himself. They ran a massive main line through the mud to a primary sub-panel, which then fed a second panel dedicated strictly to the spa's heating system. It was a complex, dirty job, but it was the only way to power the 450-gallon beast. With the pipes connected and the wires hot, it was time for the moment of truth. They began filling the tub, all 450 gallons of it. Chay was nervous. They had owned the tub for a month, but had never actually seen it run. But as the water reached the jets and the steam began to rise, they knew they had a winner. While most people use drywall, Chay and Kobe wanted the interior to feel organic. They used the same siding on the inside as they did on the outside. Kobe took the lead here, using an auto router to perfectly cut out the window openings. They also added a fully functional bathroom and a hidden storage closet for pool chemicals. To keep the moisture in check, they installed a plastic barrier before the plywood, ensuring the structure would last for decades. Every choice, from the vinyl waterproof flooring to the industrial ceiling fan, was about balancing luxury with the harsh realities of nature. The entrance to the spa features the most impressive piece of craftsmanship in the entire build. Their dad spent 7 hours hand-chiseling every single rock for a massive 2,000-pound accent wall. Because the wall was so heavy, nearly a ton, Chay and Kobe had to crawl under the deck to add extra structural bracing. Watching Dad work was like watching a master at a puzzle. He picked every stone and carved it to fit the one next to it with 0 gaps. The result is a stunning, rugged entrance that sets the tone for the entire interior. Chay wanted to prove that you don't need a huge budget for luxury. He took basic, cheap 2x4 boards and turned them into a designer lounge bench. He squared the edges, glued them together, and then spent 1 hour and 10 minutes sanding until his hands went numb. He stained the bench to match the vaulted ceiling and applied 3 separate coats of high-gloss polyurethane. The transformation was unbelievable. What started as construction lumber ended up looking like a piece of high-end boutique furniture. After months of labor, thousands of pounds of concrete, and countless close calls, the project is finished. This is more than a building. It's the realization of a dream. What was once a useless, muddy patch of land is now the most beautiful spot on the 7-acre property. As the sun sets, the spa takes on a life of its own. The blue LEDs reflect off Dad's stone wall, and the heat from the tub fills the room. Watching Chay and Kobe jump from the 65-degree pool water into the 100-degree steaming spa, you can see that every minute of sweat was worth it. Which part was your favorite? The 30-foot vaulted ceiling or the hand-chiseled stone wall? Let us know in the comments. If you want to see more of Chay and Kobe's epic transformations, like the time they turned an abandoned bus into a luxury home, check out the videos on your screen. Thanks for being part of the journey. We'll see you at the next build.